Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lover Sr. Before we get to started today, please take a moment to like, subscribe, share, and comment at Pot of Coffee 1203 on YouTube, X, and on TikTok now. Yes, I did get my TikTok account going earlier this week. I haven't posted anything on there. This might be the first video to go up on there. But without further ado, now that we got all the business out the way, let's get into today's topic. All right. I didn't make a matter for today's topic. We're just going to jump right into it. And we're going to talk about Todd Monken being the head coach of the Cleveland Browns and what that means for Shedeur Sanders. Now, there's a lot of things going on, and I didn't know if I wanted to do this in one video, two videos, or multiple videos. So I think I'm going to uh, just break this down into two videos. This one is all going to be about Shedeur Sanders and Coach Todd Monken. Now, we'd have to go back to go forward. Okay. So we're going to go back to high school recruiting for Shedeur Sanders. Now, here that we have up on the screen is you see that Shedeur Sanders received over 25 college offers as a highly rated four-star recruit in the class of 2021. While he had while he held scholarship offers from numerous Power Five programs, including elite schools like Alabama, Georgia, LSU, he ultimately chose to play at Jackson State with his father and Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. Okay. Notable scholarship offers for one Shedeur Sanders. SEC. Now, everybody says SEC is the cream of the crop, okay, in college football. Everybody says that. Then it's the Big Ten, and then it's the Big 12 and the ACC, or the ACC Big 12. Just depends on what part of the country you come in. But SEC schools, you have Alabama, Florida, Georgia, LSU, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. Now, South Carolina, his brother was playing at South Carolina at the time as a safety. Florida and Alabama was one of them, but he knew he was going to have to sit behind a couple of people. Maybe not at Florida, okay, but the vibe just wasn't right, in my opinion. But look at that Georgia. And the reason why that Georgia stands out is because there was an offensive coordinator there by the name of Todd Monken who led that recruiting. Check that again. Todd Monken led that recruiting and offered one Shedeur Sanders a scholarship to the University of Georgia, where he took Stetson Bennett to and led him on back-to-back national championship runs and wins. But he doesn't know what he's doing. By Acho saying, why would you ever listen to him as a head coach? By what Emmanuel Acho says, but that's for another one. So, there was Florida State, his father's alma mater, Georgia Tech. Hold on, let me pull that back up because I don't have my contacts or glasses on, and I can't read that small print. Georgia Tech, Louisiana, Syracuse, Baylor at the ACC, and in the Big 12. Big 10 and Pac 12 schools were Michigan, Oregon, Dan Lanning, Arizona State, and UCLA. Okay. So very well. If you look in there, there's 4 or 5 blue blood schools of football in there that wanted him. Okay, at the Power 5 level at the time. Now it's the Power 4. So the narrative of nobody wanted him is just asinine, and it's lazy reporting by the Cleveland media. And I'm blaming it on the Cleveland media because it's you all that's perpetuating this cycle of he can't be dealt with, he's this and this and that. I'm gonna take you to what a member of the Cleveland Browns this past season who played with Shedeur Sanders said, and this is courtesy of Barstool Sports. Okay, in 1 second while it loads up. Oh, that's me.
And so,
Oh, hold on. Log it. Let's start this over, and then let's try to put it on the stage, huh? Okay, here it comes. Oh, it's not showing. Why is that? Let's remove it. Hold on. We're gonna come back to that one. We'll come back to that one, okay? Because something's going on with that one. We'll come back to that one. All right. But let's go to Todd Monken. This was an introspective of Todd Monken on the way to the facility after he got off the plane. Let's see if this will let me load it.
Football games, your favorite spot is at the office trying to figure out how to win.
Oh, it has to be.
The other half of the year, you know that you have to get away because if you're in town, you know you're going to go to the office, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can't get away from it when you're consumed with winning.
And the end of that was you can't get away with that with it, meaning get it away from the job if you're consumed with winning. See, a winner's mind state is I have to do everything I can in my power to make us able to win. And I won't make excuses. I will be in the office. I will be on the practice field. I will be in the weight room. I will be in the film room to do my part into turning this thing around. See, that's the attitude you want, not just coming from your head coach, the head man, but from your star players, your captains, your leaders, your foundation. Okay, the foundation, and because Todd Monken also said something, and I didn't put it up on this one. I don't believe. Let me hold on. Let me check. Let me see because I might have brought it up. I didn't, but I can bring it up. Hold on. Let me just bear with me 1 second, fellas and ladies, so I can bring this other one up because this other one I thought was very reflective in the moment. Once he got to that was in the car ride after he got off the plane. The last video was on the car ride after he got off the plane to the facility. Okay, and the next one I'm about to play is Coach Todd Monken being reflective in the moment after he gets to the offices in Berea. Okay, and before another action took place, and we'll get to that other action. I'm just waiting on this to load. Here it is. Now let's bring it up onto the stage.
Everything you work for. Really cool. Really cool.
Let's play that again. Let's play that again.
You know, when I got off the plane, I'm like, it's everything you work for. It's everything you work for. Really cool. Really cool.
He said he's sitting there looking out the window and reflecting and saying, "This is everything at a culmination of what I've worked for the past 35 years. I left the college ranks to come back to the NFL for this opportunity." You know, and for anybody out there to say, "Hey, he's too old." This is, he'll be 60 on Tuesday, probably the day that they introduce him to the media. He'll be 60 years old, and it's his first head coaching job in the NFL. And your point being what? So you're on this kick right now of the Sean McVay. Everybody is looking for the next Sean McVay. When have y'all ever found the next of anybody? The next of the original? Never in the history of. That's why we're individuals. We're one of one. We are not no carbon copy, cookie cutter, pull out, stamp out that you can make this and just mass produce. And that's where that's where your logical brain fails you. Oh, well, they have the same type of skills and the same type of body frame and the same type of position. They don't have the same type of will. They don't have the same type of drive. The same the same forces that are backing them and motivating them to do these things. See, that's why everything is individually, even in a team. I have to do my part so that the next man has to do his part. See, you're only as strong as your weakest link in the chain. And if the chain is 11 links and link number 4 is the weakest one, pow! Like as soon as it goes through that sprocket, pow! It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop. It's gonna snap, crackle, and pop. So for us to put on aspirations or expectations of something that we want, and we haven't done anything to get us to that point, is asinine and futile, and it's just a waste of your breath. See, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, just get rid of Deshaun Watson and eat that $80 million." Where's your $80 million that you could eat and just give away? See, Jimmy Haslam in 2012 bought the team for $1 billion. Where's your $1 billion that you invested in enough over your lifespan, and you grew your businesses to get $1 billion to go buy another business and then make that a $6.5 billion business 16 years later. 14 years later. So you made a $5 million increase in 14 years. Billion, not million, billion. Wrap your mind around that. Most of you people out here in life, most of us, not just you, most of us, because I'm including myself in this, most of us people in life have not done anything with nowhere near that. We have barely even saved maybe $1 million. Most people haven't saved 100,000. Most people haven't saved $1. So how can you tell somebody else what to do when you ain't on that level? The audacity of you to tell a billionaire, "Oh, just eat that 80 million. It don't mean nothing." Huh? Yeah, okay. Let's get back to this 12 and Coach Monken, because this next one is deep. It's real deep, y'all. And I think there's a lot of layers to this. Okay.
How you doing? Welcome back.
Trying to blow it up and everything. Oh, and of course, it stopped playing on me. Wow. Oh man, I'm telling you, Wi-Fi is crazy nowadays. I got business Wi-Fi and I'm just lagging and lagging and lagging. Like, why? Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah. What's up, Chrissy? How you doing? Welcome back to the States.
How we doing, man?
Good.
Yeah, we tried to draft your ass last year. For God's sake. It's all worked out. Okay, we'll get a chance to talk about that. For a little bit.
Yeah.
Had a chance to draft your ass last year. Had a chance to draft. We tried to draft your ass last year. What part of that don't y'all understand? about, y'all. It's crazy how we can say these asinine things and expect it to be the gospel. Oh, I gotta move because the sun just came in through my French glass glower windows. There we go. That's better. So, like, I gotta pull this what we were just watching back up. Okay, just you got to bear with me because it just deleted all my files but kept me live at the same time. That's crazy. That's wild work. I don't know what's going on with this company I'm using. I'm not even gonna say their name, but this is not good. It is no bueno. No bueno, no bueno, no bueno. You know what? I should have just shared it. It would have been a lot easier. But no, I'm trying to load it and then bring it to the stage like they told me to do it. They said,
Hello, young man.
What's up, Casino? How you doing? Welcome back to the States.
How we doing, man?
Good.
Yeah, we tried to draft you guys last year. It's all worked out.
Yeah. That's
You remember that, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you.
Someday we'll get a chance to talk about that.
Yeah.
did y'all see the looks on each other's faces? The smiles on each other's faces when they were greeting each other. That's not fake. You know what I'm saying? That's not buy or purchase
y'all.
naturally. And for the media to go around and say that Sheduer is this problem is disingenuous because Sheduer has done nothing. Sheduer has done nothing. Y'all seen the clip with Shelby Harris? Oh no, y'all didn't. That's right. Let me bring it back. Let me bring that clip back real quick, y'all. Hold on. Pump your brakes. I got you. No worries. Just give me a moment. There goes Shelby Harris. Let's open it up and get it rolling up in here, huh? Because that's going to tell you a lot, and that's going to stop a lot of the narrative of Sheduer being a bad teammate or a bad individual, or he causes problems in the locker room, or the noise around him. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, now let's open this video file, y'all. Why is this thing taking so? This thing is just crazy today. And I'm glad I'm not really live, but I am recording. Because if it was live for me to be doing this and I was having all this trouble, I would be very upset. And I'm not struggle streaming, y'all. This is not me. This is nothing I can do to fix it. I just have to wait it out, you know. All right. Here we go with the Shelby Harris. This is courtesy of Barstools.
Is around everybody. He's always talking to everybody. He's always, just in the mix. And so all the, all these bad things that you heard about Sheduer before the draft is trash. It was people trying to tear down his name, and that's not who he was at all. And I know other quarterbacks that are like that, and that's not him. And so that's why, I'll always stand up for him, because it's not fair for him to be having this negative, outline of himself when that's not him. He's a great kid, and I'm excited to see what his future holds.
Yeah, when your dad's Dion, I feel like a lot of people want to hate on you.
Yeah.
I wish Dion was my dad sometimes.
No, but this is something that we even talked about. This is even something that we talked about. The run-up is like, you never heard any of his teammates come out and saying any of this. Like, it was never any of his teammates in Colorado. Shelby's here telling you, yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you kind of cleared that up.
We love.
You hear that? None of his teammates in Colorado said this. His current teammate, Shelby Harris, is saying Sheduer is nothing what the media is saying he is. He's nothing like that. He's a good kid. He's always around. He always wants to get better. Wow. That blows the narrative of the local media. Man, I can't even say the national media. It's more the local media. The national media is more like, get a guy a chance, get a kid a chance. We saw what he did at Colorado, but the local media is like, it's college. Well, college ain't the NFL. No, it's not. We all understand that. College is not the NFL. But he was still the best thing smoking. Because he could have came out a year earlier. And he was he was late first round, early second round prediction. When he came out this year, for late first round, early second round prediction. So his prediction didn't change, unlike Dylan Gabriel, unlike Stetson Bennett, unlike Carson Beck, unlike all these other guys out here that stayed an extra year and their stock has gone up a couple, but that's no true evaluation because as you guys say, this quarterback class is so weak. Oh, it's nothing. But yet y'all was saying that. I remember early in the past summer during mini camps and fall camps and stuff like that, the Cleveland media was like, the quarterbacks in 26 are where it's at. Just tank this year because we got Arch Manning. Hot garbage. Garbage truck juice garbage. Okay. You got Carson Beck. He was a bum at Georgia. The supporting cast around Georgia made Georgia. Now Carson Beck lifted his draft stock this year because he played a lot better with less talent. Because we're going to be honest and tell the truth here. Georgia, even this year, had better talent across the board than Miami. But Miami got further because of coaching. See, Kirby Smart hasn't been back to the national championship since Todd Monken went back to the NFL. He's 1-4 without Todd Monken in playoff games. He's 4-0 with Todd Monken in playoff games. You do the math. You do the maths, as they say over in England, the maths. My English people, I love y'all. Mwah, I love you. So it's the Cleveland media with the negative spin and the negative storylines on Sheduer Sanders. See, journalism used to be about presenting the facts as they were. Now then they started this thing called creative writing about 15, 20 years ago. So now you're looking for a story in everything. Everything isn't the story. Sometimes the story is just the story, is not more. Sometimes it's just that. But we're gonna address some of the negative complaints, and then I want to see if there's going to be a shift, because I'm telling you right now, January 31st at 11:50 a.m. on a Saturday, and I'm in the Eastern Standard Time zone. Todd Monken is going to have the Cleveland Browns winning 8 to 10 games this upcoming season. Just off the offensive alone. And if the defense can win you 3 or 4 games, that's a 12-game season right there in the division and in a first-round bout. You heard it here first from the Pot of Coffee podcast. I'm your host again, Jay Loner Sr. Thank you for stopping by and taking 25, 30 minutes out of your day. Hold on one second. Of your Saturday morning to spend with me. I will be back here shortly with another part of this, but it's going to be more on the Cleveland media and the negative things. I have to put a couple more things together, and hopefully I might restart my router and stuff, and maybe I'll get some better speed and stuff, or hardwire this thing down. So, but with that being said, hope to see you guys soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining the Pot of Coffee podcast. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.